As the mayor and the governor condemn the Trump administration for deploying federal police on Portland. Jennifer Dowling live at the Justice Center downtown tonight with the very latest. Jennifer?
Well, Jeff, things are getting active here early as far as the protesters are concerned. You can see that the fences are down and people have flooded into the streets here on Southwest Main and Southwest 4th and 3rd. There was fencing up around Lowndes Square and Chapman Square, those parks, and protesters have taken that down. And there are bikes that are now blocking Southwest Main, so the protesters can continue to stand in the streets without concerns about getting hit by a car here. Police are also saying that some of the doors at the Justice Center are being blocked by fencing, and they're warning protesters that they could be subject to use of force or arrest if they continue to block the Justice Center doors with that fencing. Now, meantime, people started gathering here very early in the afternoon. Portland City Commissioner Hardesty spoke out against the federal response this evening on the steps of the Justice Center. Last night, we witnessed protesters being doused with hefty amounts of gas and hit with impact munitions, including a protester that was fleeing in a wheelchair.
Gas flooded the streets of Portland Thursday night, sending Dustin Brandon scrambling to get out of the way of flying impact munitions and clouds of noxious fumes in a wheelchair.
Oh, that gas. That gas, come up here, come up here, come up here. Gas is coming.
Not even touch him.
It was hard for him to breathe as he tried to describe his experience to us.
You guys can feel the gas literally as I'm talking.
Dustin said he had also got hit in the back by some sort of impact munition.
I got drilled with 2 of them to start. I got hit in the back, and then as soon as we got out, it was just hell. You guys saw that.
Field medics on the scene who treated protesters could attest to the intensity of the federal response.
If you get a good lungful, it'll drop you.
They came out and they used tear gas, which is the military grade, which is 40% stronger. So people were out here vomiting, throwing up, and just coughing their lungs out.
What do we want? When do we want it?
No! Community leaders joined City Commissioner Hardesty on the steps of the Justice Center to call for federal forces to leave Portland.
I bet we can all agree that no more. We want these federal goons out of our community.
She called for a peaceful protest and said Portlanders' rights to free speech and assembly need to be protected, and also called for an end to the violence, quote, perpetrated against protesters.
My wish is that we show the world that we are not going to allow 45 to experiment on us.
Musicians wrapped up the speaking portion of the rally as people held their lit cell phones and lighters in a show of unity.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
So that was earlier in the afternoon, and this is now a lot of people banging on pots and pans. The organized music has stopped, and we have some impromptu things going on. Now, at the rally with Hardesty earlier, there were some people who were calling for her to be more aggressive with her stance on police, but she said her wish for tonight was that this would be a peaceful protest with as active as it is right now. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens as far as this protest and the federal response. We'll keep watching it. Jeff, back to you.